Goddess Hathor. I have a lot of interesting stuff about the Goddess Hathor here. She basically only had one hieroglyphic that you will see, and she's actually very closely related to my personal God Horus. Let's get started here with for hieroglyphics, titles, alternative names and spellings and symbols.
Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your sound. Ancient Mother, I hear your laughter. Ancient Mother, I taste your tears. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. 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 Ancient 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 Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna.
Goddess Hathor. As you saw, which kind of messes me up a little bit when I saw Eye of Ra when I was doing the research and her titles. I guess there was, I don't know if that's a mistake on my part or not, because we just did Bastet and she has the same title. So that could be a mess up on my part. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the music. That is by Moving Breath, called Ancient Mother. And if you're paying, you should know that song by heart. Anyhow, she is Goddess of 17 Things. She's kind of well known and kind of not. When I was with my old coven, they talked of her being a shapeshifter and like an evil goddess, and I was like, when I broke away, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? She's not way evil at all. Anyhow, she, like I said, is goddess of 17 things, and she is a goddess of astrology, beauty, fertility, flowers, happiness, intoxication, love, marriage, the moon, motherhood, music, pleasure, professionally, sorry, that's probably protection, wine, and women. And what you will see during these goddesses, as we sit with the gods, there was a lot of sun gods. And the goddess is actually used, there's a ton of moon goddesses. So you will see aspect of both the moon and fertility in a lot of the goddesses. So mainly about every Egyptian goddess you can use her for fertility. As we saw, she has goddess of motherhood. So anyhow, Isis is the complete goddess, and I call Isis the divine mother. Others have called Hathor the divine mother. And another thing about Isis and Hathor is their crowns. A lot of people get it confused, especially with the statues. Even myself had to relate on the statues of the look, because they both have the solar disc, and they both have, well, they don't have horns, but Isis's statue has kind of like a hornish look to it, which is kind of hard to interpret. But the only way you can mainly interpret that is that Isis has the wings, like the angel wings. So that it's very hard to interpret Isis from Hathor sometimes. And her sacred animals, she had 9 sacred animals, and they were cows, doves, hippopotamus, lions, lynxes, snakes, sparrows, swans, and vultures. And her sacred color was blue. And her sacred stones was emeralds, malachite, and turquoise. Now her mother was nuked, and her father was Ra. Now if you remember and look back on my goddess videos, the last one we did, Goddess Bastet, her father was Ra. So in a way, me not knowing Bastet's mother, it may have been nuked, but I don't know. In a way, they were at least half sisters. So Bastet and Hathor have the same father, which is a very powerful god, and may be the reason why one of Hathor's titles also is Eye of Ra. And they may have been very important sisters to her, daughters, I mean. And the next thing, she was wife of my personal god, Horus. And she had one child, which was Horus. Now, the thing is that this is very debated. Who was Horus's mother and father? Now, as we did, Horus, I would say that Horus's birth mother was Hathor. That's how the story goes. And his mother, adopted mother, would be Isis. For one reason or another, Hathor gave up Horus to Isis to raise. And Isis, as you will later find out, is the complete goddess and divine mother. The reason why is because that her children, she never had any children of her own. She always adopted children. And Horus, when I asked him on my spirit board and meditation and stuff, Horus does not consider Hathor his mother. He considers Hathor his wife. So, And we do know that the Egyptians kind of keep everything close in the family. This has been it for today's goddess, and I hope you have a blessed week.